Hey, what up, Street Dogs? So, I thought, why vlog? It sounds like a pretty easy, basic idea, but I think it's actually kind of the core, the crux of thinking about who we are and why do we do what we do. So this is the basic notion that I have. With blogging and vlogging, you can essentially stream your ideas and your thoughts more effectively. So what I mean to say by is this. When you're just writing, I actually don't think that the writing is probably the best way for you to stream your thoughts or to share your thoughts, because your internal thoughts have a different cadence, that have a different rhythm than the way that you think and you talk in real life. So to me, this is very important because often actually some of my best creative thoughts happen to me while I'm talking, which is kind of funny because people are like, oh, first think and then talk. I think as I talk. So obviously my example is different from others, but I'm sure there's other people like me. So also another thought. Sometimes my best ideas come to me when I'm actually in the open, when I have fresh air, when I have this beautiful sun feeling in my face, and also while I'm walking. And so in that sense, I could actually think most effectively and stream my thoughts most effectively when I'm several things: outdoors, in the sun, fresh air, open spaces, walking. Because the way most people write is, they're sitting down in a chair, they're on a laptop, or they write pen and pad, which is fine, but if we believe what Nietzsche said, which is the best thoughts happen to us while walking, then if that's the case, that means that we should give more faith to our thoughts while we're walking. And so vlogging is interesting, especially what I coined street vlogging. It's very interesting because it allows us a unique opportunity to actually think, walk, explore the streets, to enjoy life, and to share our ideas and thoughts. And so it's like you're killing like 10 birds with one stone, right? You're getting exercise, you're getting fresh air, you see beautiful stuff, your mood is improved, and I mean, come on, look how beautiful this is. A little bit hard to see, but hey, I guess even 4K doesn't do a justice job capturing beauty. But anyways, so you're just, blogging, vlogging has essentially improved my life. It's made me happier. It's made me more creatively productive. It's given genesis to new ideas, and also it kind of works in tandem. So the problem is most bloggers don't vlog and most vloggers don't blog. So most writers don't make videos, most videographers don't write. And the problem is, I think if you want to become the ultimate artist, the ultimate full stack you must embrace everything. So I think this is why Kanye is probably the most epic artist thus far, because consider, he produces his own beats, he raps over his own beats, which is like unheard of. Like even Jay-Z don't make his own beats. He's like a phenomenal rapper, but he doesn't make his own beats. Dr. Dre makes phenomenal beats. Dr. Dre is also a great rapper, but he's still kind of more of a producer than a rapper. Also, Kanye designs fashion. He, designs sets. He does business. He does everything. So the cool thing with blogging and vlogging especially is that people give more trust and gave more credence to faces, to speech, to facial expressions, and so forth. And even for myself, once I could attach someone's face to something, I end up trusting them more. And so just even as a blogger, a faceless blogger, you can only go so far. And furthermore, I really do think that the future, whoever's going to succeed, you're going to need to embrace both video and photo. It's not to just be a photographer, it's not to just be a videographer, it's to be everything. And so like I haven't quite yet figured out a good word to create a hybrid between photographer and videographer. Maybe let's just call it artist, right? As an artist, you want to embrace all forms of media and self-expression to become the most epic version of yourself possible. And so other benefits of vlogging and using YouTube. So at this point, Google rules the world, and Google is the #1 search engine in the world. Then after Google is actually YouTube. YouTube's the second biggest search engine in the world. So to me this is very interesting, because if you want to get discovered organically, which means people just search a certain topic, like they search street photography or vlogging, whatever, and if they could find you, that means they find you organically. And the great thing about this is that like it's free, it don't cost you anything, and also you could end up becoming an authority on the subject, becoming self-employed and so forth. But for me, actually, I have this passion for sharing information. I have this passion for sharing ideas. I have this passion to help other people become more powerful. And I want to become more powerful too. And for me, personally, the greatest lack that I had growing up was I just had lack of information, access, and knowledge. And now that I feel like, I have more of that, I feel like it's my duty to share that with other people. And once again, I still love to blog, and I could actually type really fast. I could type around 150 words per minute. But my problem now is that like I'm starting to get carpal tunnel because I type too fast or I type too furiously, and I start getting pain in my wrist. So I'm like, man, this sucks. But the great thing is, when life gives you shit, make lemonade. So I was like, yo, what are more effective ways I could do it? Like, podcasts, da, da, da. I'm like, maybe I can start doing more videos or vlogs or stuff like that. And I've actually found this is a huge, like I've almost grown another appendage, like a new channel, like it's a new pipe has opened up for me to stream out my thoughts and my feelings. So vlogging is great for that. Creating video is great too, because ultimately, I mean, do people prefer photos or videos? It depends, right? Like, I think for me, like as an art object or as an art piece, I prefer static photos because I like to look at an image and meditate on it. But in terms of just like a reflection of reality or the real world or realness, or to better understand humans, I think videos is supreme, because there's a reason why there's movies that make $2 billion and there's photos that don't, right? Because there's something about video which tugs at our heartstrings. And I think this is why we love cinema too, because when we watch great cinema, it brings out a new dimension in us, right? So you can see humans, facial expressions, stuff like that. But then, when you just read text or you just look at photos, sometimes it could just be it could feel a little bit lacking. And also what I love about vlogging, it's kind of insane, okay? Like, for example, I'm recording this at 4K, and let's say the video file is like 8 gigabytes. I could upload 8 gigabyte video to YouTube for free. Practically unlimited. And do you understand how epic this is? This is so epic because it kind of gives you the opportunity to become the most epic artist in the world possible, and you can stream so much of your own thoughts and your own experiences. And it's one of those things that a lot of people don't understand the power of that. And anything, you could use anything. You could just use your iPhone, you could use a GoPro, you could what I'm currently using is a Panasonic G9, which I really like, and Panasonic Lumix G9. And so why limit yourself? And certainly, like, the way I see it is, as an artist, the more appendages of yours you could use, the better. And the more modes of expression you could do, the better. And that's what makes a really great artist, right? Is that you're able to draw, paint, sketch, write, photograph, video, audio, text, to stream your turbo thoughts, to consider that blogging and vlogging is essentially like you kind of become part cyborg, kind of Ghost in the Shell vibes. So yeah, just don't limit yourself. You know, I really do think that us artists, we shall inherit the future, and the more you're able to augment your modes of expression, the more epic you'll become.